Hello everybody and welcome to my first stream of Pyre. This will be a blind playthrough. I don't know very much about this game at all. So let's begin. Mailing list. All I've done is I've been in the settings. Join your fellow exiles in their quest for freedom. There is no game over in the campaign. Your choices and outcomes are part of the story. So this means no matter how badly we do, we can keep going? Sure. Rush story events. No. Yeah, let's just do standard difficulty, I think. Hello, Gradient Cat. How are you? We're doing a different game today again. Hopefully the volume's still good. Volume seems good. Awesome. I don't know if it's expecting me to click or wait. Is this a cutscene or is this the start of the game? If I click, am I going to skip something here? I pressed the thing. I see a wagon. Is that a tombstone or a person crouching in the sand? Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Downside. A vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. So it's like the underworld? Downside. Neat. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Commonwealth is a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. This mask is worthy of something in Hollow Knight. So is this one. See, right on schedule. What did I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. There's a lot of masks here. We shall call these 3 the Dreamers. Looks like he's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you are male. Interact to change this. Yeah, let's go with it. It seems he still is. Then stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. Are they going to... Is that me? They're going to kill me? Or no? He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him. He is beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed. The day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. As the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. You are parched, and he gives you a drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now come on. Hedwin is one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life in the downside. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Why is there stars now? What's happened? Hedwin beckons you to enter the black wagon. Okay. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. She is the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. And the first. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Jodariel soon assists him. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Greentail. Doggo! He is the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. I don't know what they want from me. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, chum. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? Depends what they're asking me to read. Reader. One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. I mean, I can read some language. So these are our options. Over time you manage to learn something of the old ways in spite of the Commonwealth decree. Literacy is a serious crime. No one in his right mind would dare violate the law of the land. Here you are, or what you did to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own. Let's admit it. You confirm their suspicions. There is no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Hopefully it's in a language I can read. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Hello, Mr. Macaroni, how are you? Today we're playing Pyre. Hope I'm doing well. Pretty well. Better than yesterday. Books in their possession. One of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in them. And apparently I'm the only one who can read. Ooh, there's more to look at. Old raiments, colourful robes, and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. Beyond lies the boundless downside. Even if you could run, you would not get far. And click things. Rickety ladder. Like odd creatures. Hungry looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There is nothing you can do for them now. And the ladder? It likely leads to the wagon's centrifuge, judging by the gibbering creatures up there. Cobweb. Who puts all these cobwebs everywhere? Let's fix that up. What's this? Nothing? Okay, let's look at the book already. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. Foreword. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal the path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate clad in the raiments of the rites bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oh, I could have done that. 8 scribes. Is that how many stars we have? Yeah, there's 8 here. So I'm guessing each star represents one of them. Well, that works. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwyn gets your attention. Hedwyn's the guy, right? Yes. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out. That feeling when you read too much.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible.
What's going on?
Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? And where did the reader go? He should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now, I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asked.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
What now? Celestial orb. Okay, so I guess the...
conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves.
Okay, so I can pass the orb. I guess whoever the thing's over is who I'm controlling. Hold space to pass to Ruki. Okay. How long do I need to hold this for? Thank you for the host, Darth Armit. Oh, I see. You can hold and you can angle who you want to aim at.
The 3 must act as one.
Only one can move at a time. Or shift to sprint. My exile's abilities are shown beneath. I see. Hello, Grimkun. How are you? What does W do? Okay, so sprint until stamina's depleted. Okay.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Okay. Purified.
Yes, the exiled rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
Did I just kill the
His
doggo?
or her cohorts must make do on their own.
I did not
Oh, but
intend
it is
to kill
not so
doggo.
simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Okay. So doggo is dead for a time, apparently.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it.
What
as
just
a
happened?
part of you.
I'm doing pretty well today, thank you.
Cast your aura like a stone.
I am so confused.
Go on. Correctly done. Again.
So is there a difference between just walking up to them?
Just so. A glorious
Okay, then.
performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more.
Uh-huh. Wait, should I have controlled the other person?
The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb
You
quenches
lose your
the
aura when you have the orb. So when you have the orb, you can't do damage.
Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength.
So wait, if I click here, and as I'm clicking, then I jump.
Not quite. Into the flames.
I'm trying.
Sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Ah, so each person you bring to the end does damage to the base, I guess?
Snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
Okay, so it looks like Doggo has longer range. What that's worth. I see. This makes sense. Doggo's fast though. Doggo's great. They cannot catch me.
As per the sacred law. Seize the orb.
Do you want to pick that up too? Or are they just gonna let me grab it? Yeah, I'm just gonna go around. Oh no, it didn't work! I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, space to switch, I see.
Goodbye, Joe.
Run! I can rush with shift, right. Thank you.
Into their pyre. Good. So it is.
Epic jump.
The orb.
Almost. Oh, this one only has short bursts of stamina.
Yes.
I'm just gonna stand. Oh no, Yeah, you come through here, you can't catch me. I got them both. Ah!
The right is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
This is the start, there's nowhere to turn back to. The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Jodariel leads you outside, where a clear night sky awaits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rites commence? The art in the good looks good. Yes. The art in the good looks game. Hello, continuous paradigms. How are you? You gaze at the stars, seek out your destination. Yes. Caprius, the olden star? The art in the game looks good. I like the art in the good looks game. You're alright? I'm doing pretty well as well. Can I move this or is it like... Oh, I just put the mouse to the end. Okay. Because I'm trying to consider, right? Like, I'm gonna have to do that one symbol here, maybe? Oh, it's the only one I can pick. This is just like its own thing. I can't even select it. Can they not see the stars or something? Hmm. 200 leagues due east, the ridge of Gol. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Golathanian yet loom over those living in its shadow. A giant dead danger noodle. Great, and we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Jody. Jodariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray you make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rites are the key. It is a lot to take in. Rites. An ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. Your fellow exiles await you at the wagon. I'm better than yesterday. a very jumpy wagon. Downside Prairie? You're in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. One of the downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern path. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Route. I've got to pay a visit to besides. Hollow Nest. I've played too much Hollow Knight. The northern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scare away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fine, your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool to avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area packed with hot springs. Runoff from the sand folds mean no bathing in the springs, so they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Headwind listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? He marks the way, we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose a route toward your goal at certain junctures. Oh no. Weigh the options? The northern route goes through a small exile encampment. Ruki knows someone here who owes him. The southern route goes through a humid area packed with hot springs. Jadariel thinks she can find rare flora here. A game with a good fourth wall break in it, someone plays the role of the game. Did I miss a fourth wall break? Time to choose. They call me the reader, yes. I am good reading. Rare plant or someone who owes them? Guess, do we want to find a plant and avoid notice, or do we want to meet somebody? What even would a plant do? Does a plant even help us? I think we go through Hollow Route. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey chum. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. You received a plain parcel. Can be sold. Hold on to this, he says. Immediately sell it for 30 coin. You cannot tell what is inside. Certain types of luxury goods somehow find their way down to the downside. Okay then. A black wagon. Oh, we didn't even get to meet anyone. black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Goal. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Preparations? A reasonable likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. There he is. This thing's glowing. Jodi's throw rug, fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Jodariel says not to step on it. Jodariel's nearby. I don't see Jodariel. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. Headwind's cooking things. What passes for cooking supplies in the downside. Headwind does most of the cooking. Let's talk. Hey chum, appreciate you taking us up through Hollow Route back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Crude trading post found in the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside where it is traded and sold. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second guessing our good chum's decisions, right? Jodariel says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Is that us talking? Nightfall soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. So she was nearby. I think Jodariel doesn't like me after taking Rookie's option there. The first exile. In the words of Gol Golathanian, the Master General, you know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Soliam Mer, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. Liege? This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Soliam Mer a man transformed in body, mind and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rites. You observe the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon's centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big wet eyes. Commence the rite, then. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon, they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we travelled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Celestial orb that falls from the sky. Yes.
The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be The accusers.
Who are the accusers?
Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Okay, so both get 100? Nice. The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others also clad in raiments, your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. The name of the triumvirate in blue. It seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold, who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendl again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. He is the apparent leader of the exile triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gold. Never had I come so close to freedom only for you to dash my hopes. Now, I and the accusers shall repay that affront. An exile triumvirate clad in gold. The leader harbours ill will for something he thinks you did. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand. I think these are obstacles, maybe? I kind of want to get the big person out here. How do I switch? I want to put you somewhere central just to block off everything. And then someone quick can probably deal with the rest.
Have the accusers underestimated you? Alas for Lendl.
Whoops. Oh no. They shot me. When did we all die? What happened? Oh no.
What happened there?
I thought I could jump. Oops.
Lendl banished.
I keep forgetting they can shoot. Oh, they respawned on me.
Somebody get the orb. In the name of Solim,
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil and rage.
it seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. And we'll just have to run more circles around them.
Have you any idea idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
Yeet. Oh no, they can do that?
There! A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks.
Can I do that again? Thanks.
The orb flies.
Oh no.
An unimpressive thrust, but true.
It becomes too easy once you can
Just
fling.
once more.
Maybe.
There. And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
Doggo is fast. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day. Is this, like, foreshadowing? Are the accusers going to betray me, like whatever they did to Lendl? Oh no, not the accusers, the Nightwing, sorry.
Of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
We have withstood worse nights than this, though few as strange. A mastery. After using her rush to lunge forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. Myr's more ambitious predecessors subsumed one culture after another in the name of their empire. So I think these are like trees. This is where I pick the tree, huh? After banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. Kinda like that one. Just lunge into everyone, one after the other. So does it power people up depending on like how many points each of them got? After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. Here, here. Sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Rita, come walk with me while the stars are still out. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedwyn wishes to know if anything is troubling you. Okay, the options. Ask why he was exiled. Everyone has their reasons. At this point, you would like to know his. Ask how he got his black wagon. The black wagon and its contents belong to a group called the Nightwings. What happened? Ask why you cannot conduct the rites yourself. You led your fellow exiles to the rites, yet they have not asked you to participate firsthand. Why? Well, if I refuse to help, you're beginning to get the impression that your participation is not optional. Why can't I do it? You ask Hedvin why he and his companions did not invite you to participate in the rites firsthand and relied only on your guidance. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons toward the fading dark above. Alright. Jamur, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jamur Valley. Scorpion. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? Imp's fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed for the spring of Jamur. At dawn, we're off. Jamur. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The Alpha Chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Bad spring. A figure in the corner of the wagon. Who's this? We haven't met them, have we? You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon, bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It seems inopportune to ask about him now. You find Ruki rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I wanted to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. Hello, Razorin. Hello, Dino. How are both of you? What is this? This is Pyre. We're conducting rites with some strangers / friends that we've met. And we can read, which is apparently outlawed. And the rights are basically kind of like basketball, I guess. You have a stream idea. What's your idea, Dino? So, come to think of it, there's something I want to get your take on, and you have to promise to tell me honestly. I should play changed? Maybe? Would you say? What I mean is, he hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is, you sense something serious is troubling him. You got it yesterday. I can read, but we're like conducting rites, not like writing. We can read, and we have them do the rites, and we give them guidance. Yeah, to try and free them and maybe ourselves from the, what's this place called? I was about to call it Down Under, but that's Australia. What's this place called? Down Below? I forget what the place is called. We'll see it soon enough. Something serious is troubling Ruki. Oh no. Limbo? Probably. Everyone gets exiled here. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Ruki wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. These are our options. It looks perfectly fine, it is very handsome, and if anything, gives him a distinguished sort of look. He might be better off without it. Something about it makes him appear less trustworthy and perhaps less youthful too. His appearance is not your concern, nor is a drawn-out discussion on personal grooming. Difficult choices. It's whatever. You're currently in Australia. The last time you heard it called Down Under was like 4 years ago. Yeah. Because when you're in Australia, it's not really Down Under. It's just like around. You suggest that Ruki's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, got to check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off, out of the wagon. Ruki gained one more hope. Affects duration of banishment. Oh, so he respawns faster for the next ride. That was worth it. Am I just poking him? Weird. See, we can read the book. See, we're doing 8 different rites or something. Most leads... Oh, because we're trying to free ourselves from banishment. So I'm thinking of this as like the underworld or something, and we're trying to free ourselves from it. That or limbo? Can't we go back here as well? Those plants could be useful, you never know. Ruki knows this mountain path through to an arid region further north. The climate here in Jerema Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? Can we go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as he crossed the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. And it appears she's got the symbol from the rites in her hands? She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwin. Oh come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jadariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us, but at present we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jadariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You're most kind to someone you just met like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all. Some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this, and leans in close to Hedwyn. Hey, so what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we're gonna take in every might bit and drive imp we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwyn, Jadariel, and Ruki. So there's mask types. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty, and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though, what do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home, they called me lots of names, like for the colour of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got grey hair? That's it. My name, it rhymes with grey. My name, it's just, they called me lots of names. You sensed the girl struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. You think that you can help the stowaway girl make peace with her name? So it's got to end in AE apparently. Let's look at all the options. I think I like some of the first ones better. You'd go with May? Well, this is a good time if someone wants to use the name generator and pick one of the names that are here. If anybody wants to have their name choice to go ahead with. Oh, each of these has a different things. She looks like she could be a May, doesn't she? She does look like she could be a K. She could definitely be a Fae, of that you have no doubt. I suppose that she could be named Day. Her name could be Shay, however common it may be. She looks like she could probably be a Shay. She could be a Ray perhaps as well. She looks like her name might be Lei, you suppose. She could go by Che perhaps, or perhaps not. She looks as though she could go by the name of Nay. She could maybe be Tay, couldn't she? She looks like she could be a Zay for sure. Gay the Grey, perhaps was how her tormentors made light of her. This one cannot possibly be right, can it? Bay is not correct. May? Everyone likes May. I think I like May best too. You suggest that the stowaway girl's name is May. She is a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity.
Vistalia.
Why, that's it. My name is May. My name is May. Where I am from, they called me May the Moon-Touched. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Moon-Touched. Okay. Your fellow exiles decide to bring May along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. May joined the group. She is tired but excited. So does that mean I have 4 people on the team now when I do the rites? The Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomo Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night to give May and all of you a little time to rest. Can I get the next chapter yet? Not yet. What about this guy's here? Stowaway too? May seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi mister. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I am older by 3 weeks, so I am giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He is a good wagon, isn't he? He'll take us very, very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much, but he is family. I am happy to be here with my family. I thought that I had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, mister. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Jodie's trimming her horns. Ruki is out. And Hedwin's doing the dishes. Nobody to talk to. Is there anything here for May? I guess not yet. You observe the masks and robes where old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. And knock on the wall. It's like that one picture when you open it up and it starts making the noises. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jadariel motions for you to join them. Hello, One-Shot Fennec, how are you? Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know, perhaps prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At certain junctures you may choose from several vocations, ways in which you can make yourself useful during occasional moments of free time. Sure. Forage for resources. Search the surrounding area for valuables to add to your Black Wagon's stash of goods. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. You made a pizza from nothing? That sounds magical. What does our stash of goods need? This is tricky. Guess I wouldn't mind a global bonus to start off with. Find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites, an ancient manuscript revealing a mystic path to freedom from the downside. That's what it's called. With undivided attention. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Bonuses to bestow on all your fellow exiles who participate in the rites. The triumvirate whose reader is well attuned to the book has an inherent edge against its adversaries. Made you a temporary brick oven in your backyard and made pizza in the snow. Why would you make it in the snow if you've got an oven right there? The oven was in the snow. I see. Okay, so I can have them respawn faster. I guess that's good if I'm being reckless. I can have them move faster. I think movement's nice. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they composed the Book of Rites, among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Reader's influence celerity. All Nightwings gain an extra quickness. Lovely. They will now be speedy. There's no time to do more of that? The path leading further west splits off. Once again, your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. May seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. That's where we're aiming for. And we're either going to go through the Falflat or the Glue Hive. A north route across the Joma Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. May believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as goal of the 8 scribes. The south route across the Joma Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. May believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Joma of the 8 scribes. Swift. It seems like a choice between speed or strength, and since I just powered up speed, I'd like strength. May is behaving stranger than usual as you pass through the stark badlands of Gluhive. The lifeless carapace of Biolanthius still looms over the western edge of the valley. The scribes! I think they're here. I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sand and in the air and all about? At first you pay it little heed. Then later you observe your fellow exiles seem to be in better spirits than before. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. Presence, that's the strength. It's a one-off power up. Don't mind that though. Means we'll be able to walk into them more than they can walk into us. Give me a moment, sorry. Right, I'm back. En route to the Spring of Germa, you hear all about the roving slug market which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. A new page and a slug market. I don't want to read first in case it gives us a power up or something. Maybe we can sell things for more. Here's the new page, I think. The last emperor, in the words of Golathanian, the Master General. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solia Mer? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solia Mer paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Okay, I wonder what they're seeking. Headwind motions for you to join him. His easygoing smile soon fades. You asked before how come you can't conduct the rites yourself. It's a fair question, and I wanted to respond. It's not that we don't think you could do it. I told you when we met, you're tougher than you look. It's just... your connection to those books, to us, we need your guidance out there in the field. We can't do this ourselves. I've made that clear. You've made that clear. You're our reader. Out of all of us, you have the most important job. Nor do we have a substitute if you decide that job is not for you. He pauses for a moment, then his expression softens. Look, we'll help each other to get out of here. And as for the rights, we don't want you to feel left out. Every time we go out there, you're right there with us as far as I'm concerned. Hello, the random dragon. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for hearing me out. He nods to you in a reassuring way as he departs, leaving you to consider what he said. This person is still just sitting there. I can't do anything with them, can I? Click, click, click. I just read the book. Why am I clicking it again? Knock, knock. I like it, it's got the surround sound as I do it. Happy? That's good. Slug market, it's an actual slug. Hey guys, how's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey Ron, it's going. He is a travelling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slug Market. Say, how come you've set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh well, let's just say you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block and so. As Ron keeps blathering, Ruki signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So, anyways, you guys got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there? I could take it off your paws if you want. You're recently too busy around the time of the streams. You mostly are able to watch either way, but you can't type and chat. But you can this time, right? Thank you for watching, even if you can't chat though. Plain parcel. Can be sold. The things we have ashen coal, so you get 7 health. That's kind of bad. When plunging into the adversary's pyre, you deal bonus damage. While carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual. That's good, but it's expensive. After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately, 1 in 3 times. I like that. Sure. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. You drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, you gonna take something off my hands here or what? There we go. That's a one-of-a-kind thingy you got there, you know. And you got yourself a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. I can't afford any others, can I? I don't think I could have even if I wanted to. I only had like 40 total. Oh, I can only give it to one person then, huh? Apparently, any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing. During the rites, I mean. Just a question of who gets to try it out. Each of them can have a talisman equipped. This one's got a power already. Ruki can have it. So I can only have one, can't I? So Ruki's fast, Ruki's good at getting points. Anyways, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet, getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and so you see, Ruki indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like him. Seems real nice, you know? We're ready to do the next rite by the looks of it. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice May approaching. You notice too that she is wearing your companion's raiments. We can go home? May, I thought I made myself quite clear that you are not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dariel. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time? Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up. Good thing I didn't give it to Hedwyn. So it looks like Hedwyn won't be with us this time.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
The sky burns bright once more as the next adversaries in the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Nightwings. and am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Delbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Elmer. Delbert Oldheart, he is an honourable old cur bent on upholding the sacred traditions of the rites with his son. And Elmer, he is the dutiful foster son of Delbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. Nightwings, that's a species of dragon in Wings of Fire. Nightwings are our team, the name of our triumvirate. That's us. We need not greet them, Father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first we offer you a token of good faith, and show of appreciation that the Nightwings have returned. Delbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands to you a small talisman. You received a Tailwind crest from Delbert. Grants the bearer 2 quickness. That's pretty good. A forged metal brooch, cool to the touch, depicting some triumph of the Sea Dominion. Can I give it to someone? Okay, they've all got small circles. That cur was very kind, and his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now, besides the reader. This ought to be his call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? Henceforth you shall choose 3 exiles to conduct each rite.
Who shall conduct the rite?
So I can pick any, or can I only pick the ones with the specific mask types? Then there's the enlightenment bar, you know, so I'm kind of tempted to stick with the original 3. Reminding you of Wings of Fire, there is going to be an animated series I've seen. I don't know Wings of Fire. What one's that? I kind of want to do the original 3, but at the same time, like I know I'll take these 2 regardless. Don't have to tell me twice, chum. A talisman. Yeah, let's do a talisman actually. You can have the quickness because you're pretty slow. As you will. They can pick Edwin again. Hedwin, sorry. Or May. Kinda wanna stick with Edwin, but the thing is it's like Hedwin's offering to step aside and May wants to go. But then I look at this and I see he's almost leveled up. And I haven't even seen what his tree looks like yet.
Hedwin.
You didn't have to do this, but I'll do my best.
The choice is cast.
Maybe next time I can help, okay, mister? Nightwings, I trust you are well prepared, for these old eyes yet see the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? It's a story about a group of small dragons who have to fulfill a prophecy. Interesting. It's going to be an animated series. Is it usually a book or a comic? I hope so, Father. Here, now, let me show you. Oh no, they've already started.
Banished in an instant. as your adversary's flame begin to flicker.
Got him.
Now to the flame.
That didn't work.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Look forth, my son. The waters of Jomia Manymane bring blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. Sixth of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Brave or the Alpha Chief. An Alpha Chief that united the Curs under a single banner and charted half the known world. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, Father. Please, keep fighting. Collect moon drops, okay.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
Whoops. I walked right into them there.
The orb is up. Oh my word.
Just threw it off into the middle of nowhere and then walk into them.
It was dangerously close.
Oh no, they got it.
Do it. Done.
Just throw it in there.
Absolution. Your victory is at hand. You have it.
That backfired. Oh no, we're all dead. Pick it up. No.
Oh, you poor Nightwings.
Oh no.
Did that one throw it in?
Oops.
Tis taken.
Why'd I drop it? No.
Banished each in turn.
Oh no, I thought I could make it in there in time.
Out with Ruki.
They can't reach me inside here.
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. It was a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
I guess we won. Indeed. Too bad about the fate. They seemed a decent bunch. Exiles of the Nightwings, the dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. But, Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I have failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Nightwings in Dashby Nat Vugels. I think I am beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. And that's why I put you in. Okay, more stamina. Or more regeneration. This is a team-oriented one though. What's at the end? I like this one. Team.
The Master General reveals his stratagem. It seems the exiled rookie opened up his eyes a bit.
Or Vlugels der Nacht, if you want to make it more confusing between Dutch and German. I don't understand. Sorry. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back. German and Dutch are very close, so which is that then? See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Okay. 2 jumps while airborne. Or more damage. It's at the end. After plunging, he soon returns rather than remaining banished at the end. If I do this one, the second or third time while airborne. You'd say damage. I'm thinking damage 2. Yeah, damage.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself.
Oh, you get enlightened even if you're not in there. Awesome. Oh, inspiration rather than enlightenment. I see.
Until the next rite.
Hello? Excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed, What is the matter with you? It is against the rights for us to even speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this, it's very new to me, and so I thought, maybe... You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot, and you... How about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I just... I have to go. Wait, Alma. Wait, I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait. Though in German it's Flügel der Nacht. Flügel. What's a Flügel? As you return to the wagon after prevailing over fate, you notice Jadariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? Yeah, he kind of vanished, didn't he? The minstrel, he's gone. Flügel is wing. And I have 2 Flügel. You see, it is true. There is no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others and search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Gaze upon the stars once more. Yes. This one? This is the one we'll be coming from. Zwei Flügel, twee Flügels. Yes. The midnight star burns bright over the standing stones at the edge of flagging hands. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Halb, then. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time. However, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. I don't even know who the minstrel's meant to be. May's scribe catcher. The bundle of sticks May insisted on hanging in the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. After having prevailed against the fate in a rather one-sided contest last night, you find May off on her own. You sense she wants to talk about your decision to exclude her from conducting the rite.
He's in Pyre now.
Oh, hi, mister. I'm sorry that I used your robes, although they aren't yours, I think? I learned a lot from watching, though, I did. Just being there with all the rest of you, and we prevailed. The others were so brave.
Peleo Senta.
Maybe someday I can be like them and prove myself to all of you, and to the scribes. But I'll be patient, promise. She goes to check on things outside. You sense that she has no misgivings about what transpired, and is more interested now in finding out about the missing minstrel. Okay. Good thing that she's not upset. Still have no new chapter. Can we look for the minstrel, or is heading onwards their only option? There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jadariel tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you are headed. You consider where to search for him. Bird in Dutch is Vogel, and in German it's also Vogel. Vogelflügel. Yes. But in Norwegian it's Fugl. And what's wing in Norwegian? Fugel. Languages are confusion, but it's interesting sometimes. You can see similarities between them. Wing is Vang. See, it even sounds like wing. Or does wing sound like Vang? Sorry, I hit the mic there. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, though Jadariel tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you are headed. You consider where to search for him. Jadariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. Hedwyn thinks that the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite to the one you took. That's confusing. About Norwegian, there are so many dialects that have similar words, but it's like different. Like Bokmal is Ving? Strange. He could have taken the same route or the opposite route. I'm gonna guess the same route. Why not? Because if he took the opposite route, he wouldn't know the landscape at all, right? As you make your way through the desolate sprawl of Gluhive, All there is to show for the missing minstrel is a deeper scowl on Jadariel's face. Blast, I felt certain that he would have taken the same route to the spring of Jomir. It's alright, Jody, he could have gone anywhere. Likely there was nothing to be found either way. We should keep moving. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they speak little more of it for now. Maybe I picked wrong. We've basically circled back around. It wouldn't be much out of the way to check the other side. Stop the wagon. In Bokmål, Norwegian... Vinga, vinga, finga, finga, finga. I see? Multiple wings is Vinga. So like more than one wing is a wings. But in Dutch it's finger.
Okay, Sam.
What? How come? Because of her.
Orana.
They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? Languages are confusing. I'm not the best at languages, but I try to understand what's being said. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Are they being chased by someone, or...? Don't think there's anything here. They are coming for us.
No seré culpa.
They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then what are we gonna do?
No seré culpa.
They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, May. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the rhymes and the books. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It should be just like one of our rites. Hedwyn turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you.
Coditia.
I'll do it, mister. Please, you have to let me, and the scribes. They'll protect me, I know they will. Jadariel exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. May intends to help fend off the Howlers. Scree? Why are you Scree? Because Norwegian fingers, so instead of finger, more than one finger is fingreen. Like a green thumb. So I guess May is doing this. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. I haven't practiced with you at all, have I? I don't want to toggle aim assist. Kind of trips me up a little bit, doesn't it? Whoop. Oh no, it's just a little bit slippery. Am I meant to time it to the flash? Oh no. More, I think. There's many more. Oh, here they come, here they come. That's a bad spot, let me move there. This is not ideal, is it?
Dear Santa,
Is it over now at last? It is, I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts.
Huh?
Just then, May spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? It's another one? Did she die? The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on May. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar little face. Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Okay, so she didn't die. It makes cute noises. You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive Imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The Drive Imp seems to be both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the Drive Imp's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. The Drive Imp seems to have history with your black wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The Drive Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. I can now understand this unusual Drive Imp. Can I keep going? Happy Drive Imp. It's Avali. Maybe. The Drive Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive Imps stare at him with something like reverence. Reverence? The Drive Imp joined you. He seems to know his way around. Nice. There he is! You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. The new imp companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren, settled in the wagon's rafters. Can I go up there? Rushing the imps with Jodariel. Befriending critters. Digging outside. Rushing imps. time. Got longer. Let's keep going. Option. Exactly one option. An arid southern path toward the ominous cairn of Haub. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Insistent? Well, is the other path bad? I guess we have no choice. Hedwyn orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the stark badlands of Jermir Valley. Exiled Kurds frame this sand-swept fossil wasteland. Among the 8 scribes, the Alpha Chief Jermir Manymane took a special liking to this region. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. The imp rushes out toward whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. The minstrel, we found them then? Tizo, it is good to see you. And you found the others, even faster than expected. Is this the same minstrel or a different one? I think it's different. Tizo, he's a venerable driver who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black wagon. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello. We have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. It is the same one. I thought the other one was wearing... When he was in the corner, I thought he was wearing black. I guess it was just the shade. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? Aye, my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake? So, what now? You continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be alright? Hedwyn and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I am sometimes called Tariq. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. He appears to be a travelling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. The lone minstrel rejoined the group. Guess that's why Tizo wanted us to go that way. The cairn of Haub is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. And we have a shop. White lute, the lone minstrel Tariq's musical instrument, with which he chronicles great deeds through songs. The lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. So is this just the music we've had before? This will be the music we had in that last bit. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Is he one of the 8, maybe? That the book was talking about? We're not going to have to fight him at some point, are we? Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. Screech. Watching for your adversaries, watching the sky, taking a quick nap, lost in thought. Is there anything here to tell what the drive imp's doing? We have a new thing here. We knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. This is the rope caller in the words of Golgolathanian, the Master General. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that Kaelmer rope caller, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself. His was a simple yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor farther still from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. The Celestial Orb's the thing that we keep chasing when we're doing the rites. Hey guys, fancy running into you on the side of the sand. This side of the sand. So what can I do you for? Run? How do you make it all this way ahead of us? Come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you brought that Mooncrest thinger from me last time, why I'm just thinking you could use this, and I got more if you want. Is that a slug? A pinch of stardust raises the rank of certain talismans +1. Drag to a talisman to enhance it, usable once, a shimmering substance with mystical properties, said to come from the heavens themselves. So I can buff one thing. Neat. Interact with Ron to quiet him down. Interact to let him be himself. Interact to ask him to please be quiet. Does it change every time? To let him be himself. You can get more of these. These are cheap. After banishing an adversary, the bearer gets a cash up to 10 times per right. That's just 10 cash. It'll end up paying for itself, but I don't know if that's what I want to be using. And plunging into the adversary's pyre, 2 extra damage. We can get 7 damage. Two damage could be nice, we can afford it. Right, I'll give that to you because you're the one I'm wanting to try putting into a fight next. Put some of that, what's it called? Inspiration towards the level up for you two. I want to see what all their skills are before I decide on who I'm going to use moving forwards. Hmm. +2. That makes it more chance to not die, which is decent. And this one, even more speed. Oh, there's bios. We'll have to look at those bios after we start giving these out. I think I'll just put it on the damage one. I can always change who it's given to later on. That's fine. He is the one who nursed you back from the brink after finding you in the downside. His genial manner suggests that life in exile has not yet broken his spirit. He wears a bronze clasp identical to that of Jadariel, suggesting the two of them may have met before their exile. He has not yet revealed what he did to earn his sentence. He wanders the downside in search of a way to regain his freedom and return to his home. Jadariel, she is a grim, long-time resident of the downside, grown accustomed to surviving there. Straight line, high jumps, runs faster. I see. What are the unknown things? One's astral sign often foretells of one's disposition, strength, and idiosyncrasies. The crimes. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you from the sentencing ceremony. The motive in the downside once past tends not to be a subject for discussion. And the years exiled. Some withstand the downside for no longer than a day or two, while others last for many, many years. I see, so this is where you get all the interesting things. She seems to be responsible for the Black Wagon's security. Her features suggest she has lived in exile for much longer than the others. Her grim outlook and the fact that she still wears the bronze clasp of the Commonwealth Blood Border suggest a military background. Though, what she did to earn her sentence, you do not yet know. He is an opportunistic and well-connected cur still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. He seems to be the most well-connected of the masked wanderers who found you and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not yet know for sure what he did to earn his sentence. Contraband. Veteran outrider. It is said those born under a wild moon oft lead a charmed and troubled life. She is a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. She appears to be a vagabond who has wandered the downside for some time and has somehow managed to get by. Her simple and sincere demeanor suggests she likely was shunned in the Commonwealth and would have been considered a savage. Simple folk ostracized for their deficiencies or differences even prior to their sentencing, also called the moon-touched. They proved overly resistant to the principles of lawful society. Would have been considered a savage by the standards there. She seems unusually interested in the legends of the 8 scribes. Can I go back to the shop? I wanted to see if I could get some more things. These are cheap. I can get these heaps, right? Ha, I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo, you know what I mean? If you want some more now, no, just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Just stop and buy some other time.
Yeah, great taste.
I ought to actually apply that to someone's thing. I think I did it to you, didn't I? I'll do one to the quickness as well. It's done the rank up, but I don't think it's actually up to the number. Not yet, anyway. Let's do this right. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Hope, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. The accursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan, Shaq's 6 shoulders. All is quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. That's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact. He is a troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of the triumvirates who stand against him. Oi, would you look at this lot? Even got one of our own. Consorting with the two-leggers? You're a disgrace there, mate, you realise? Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Oi, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm going to make sure all of you regret it, because why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. Flamethrower time? Are you suggesting to flamethrower the doggo?
Welcome, dear reader.
Oh no.
Splendors of the accursed Cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold.
What do you mean that's no
This
doggo?
time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you.
If they're dogs, they'll all be
To
fast
regain
though.
their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling. Oi, come on you lot, let's boil some blood. Then Ruki pulls you aside. Look chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You make a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. It's alright, Ruki, we can take care of them. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rites are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiments appears at the lone minstrel's side. Tizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries, the dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rites. He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do? Please, no, please don't turn a party into fireworks. The little imp peers at you. You sense his connection to the rites as he awaits your guidance. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He is inviting you to try it.
Another joins your ranks. A mere
Flatter.
Although, no, it cannot be. Then we shall see what comes of this new partnership.
The running. If you're looking like the thing from the game where I placed this one by that mask. Hollow Knight? Excuse me? So about those fireworks. I don't want to make him implode. Oh no. Okay then. Kaboom. Can I do quick explosion too? Oh yeah, he doesn't have any border on him though. He's got no protection. I can do small and quick explosion. I'm just gonna like move these around before we begin and just like, what do you think? We can block off the enemy right from the start? When the game gives me a tutorial. And one person who can fly. And enemies who I'm guessing cannot fly here. Haha. And I can just fly over the top. This is brilliant. Well done as ever, Tizo. Tizo is happy to lend his support during the rites if you could use his help. Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings?
Who shall conduct the rites?
It's not too late to be changing inventories, is it? Excuse me. Just had a cough. Unwilling. Oh no. I've got to pick you and you. Oh, the imp's almost enlightened too. This is great. So it's a matter of whether I'd rather him or her. Let's look at their abilities again to help me choose. Like what I'm working towards if they reach the end. Take him. That's fine. How do I get rid of that? But I need to give them the items. Because none of them have items except for her. There we go.
Tizo,
Oh, Tizo does have a circle. Cool. Or was that because I gave him a thing that... Oh no, I gave him one that gave him a border. He didn't have one, but now he does. Aha.
May.
¿Tal estás?
Edwin. Terence. It is done.
May the scribes watch over us, or even help us out if we need it. Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys, let's get him.
Commence.
Whee!
Glory to the Night Queens, first of all.
Oh no, it resets it.
Yes.
I just whack him a bit. There we go.
Righteous fire.
I'm faster.
Oh.
They can't do anything to stop me. Oh no.
Zap. Yes.
Alright, you lot, that does it. No more fussing around, right? My boys and me, we're proper angry now. Anger.
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up. Whatever
I can fly over it.
so fierce a foe. Once more like that and we are finished here.
I didn't mean to pick it up. Whoops.
Barker
Oh, no.
leaps headlong into the fire.
Almost.
How very
Oh, they almost got it. Oh no.
there it is.
Oh, it almost landed in there anyway, didn't it?
Banished all of them. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add. The rite is done.
Tizo is excited to prevail in his first rite with your group. Oh wow, I thought, did we just win? Did we just beat them? Well, well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung, but I just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I will have to take you just a tad more serious next time. Till then, you be sure to tell old Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything, you hear?
The rites do tend to teach something
What
of
does
trust.
their past have to do with Rookie?
Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
Tizo feels solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. Myriad? Myriad? Secrets of the accursed imp or flights of the swallow. So you can be stronger to the team. or he can be more powerful himself. So it starts with flying and dashing, he can go faster. Or when he dies, allies can teleport to where he died. I like this one.
'Tis the influence of the imp scribe. Until the stars align.
Splendid was your guidance of the Nightwings, reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek. After defeating the dissidents, a triumvirate of anarchists who conduct the riots for sheer thrill, led by the curt Barker Ashpaws. In a decisive victory, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. You alright, Rookie? Think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, please? You find Jodariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. You look towards the heavens. I've done these 3, I think. Melith, the bog star. The bog star burns bright over a fetid cavern in flagging hands. Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north beneath the valley into flagging hands. A gloom-filled desolate region of the downside, beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically a disgusting swamp pit. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to Flagging Hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of Flagging Hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Tizo's nest, various scraps and things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric topped off with a plush fish. I have a plush fish. You can tell something is troubling Rookie, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chum, listen, I got to level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand? I had a certain standard to uphold. So I figured he would be the one to ask. Then, Ruki hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him though, right chum? I got people back on the other side and just between us, we're loaded. I mean rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's gonna take care of itself. Just as soon as my people send the money through. So, I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. And I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. I don't think the money's coming. With that, he scampers off before he can respond. It seems Ruki owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you are unsure. Path to freedom beckons you to press on. Come dawn, you find Hedwin and Jadariel assessing the current situation with the minstrel. Why is Hedwin highlighted? Are you most certain? Aye, madam. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it is necessary. Hedwin motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hands. Let's get going, as soon as you're ready. Sooner we get there, sooner we can leave. It's over this hill here. The lone minstrel knows a relatively safe route down into the Flagging Hands region. Did we just drive off a cliff? Nothing much is happening in here, is there? Those aren't strawberries. The Flagging Hands region has an oppressive air about it. There has to be a path forward. The Flagging Hands region proves as dismal as Jadariel indicated. The air is thick and foul. How far to the pit of Malai? According to the stars, that's where the next right will be. A fetid den in which the witch Malai sealed the physical form of Yislach Astalborn. All the way across the marshlands on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jadariel and Hedwin exchange looks, then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. There's a ball here. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. An ancient artifact connected to the rites. Should the reader manage, in your eyes, present the crystal only then. Message to the lone minstrel. So he thinks I can manage? You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort beside the Book of Rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirates you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal, to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. Henceforth you may use the Beyonder Crystal. It is calling you. This one? It seeks Ruki, what? You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail. the retainer holds over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal. I sense that you are not a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps on her mask. So, the Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please, call me Sandra. She is a wraith, expelled for eternity within the Beyonder Crystal and bound to serve the rites. Don't mean I have to fight her at some point? We met briefly before, when you first beheld the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. I'll see you like in the tutorial level. You listened well enough to that damned voice. Now I suggest you listen well to me. The voice, described within the book, it calls to you during the rites and reminds you of your exile. Wonder who the voice is. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedoms happen to be intertwined with yours. I know the rites better than anyone. I soon can whip you into shape, if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worth their while and yours. Sandra's series of special challenges custom tailored for each of your fellow exiles. Interesting. Secondly, my Beyonders and I avail ourselves for practice rites should you be so inclined. The Beyonders, a spectral triumvirate banished for eternity and trapped within the rites, led by the wraith called Sandra the Unseen. Practice rites and no-strings training competitions between your fellow exiles and Sandra's Beyonders. So I guess that's like if I've... It's just training mode then. Okay. Or you could always come and chat, and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom, You have invoked Sandra from the Beyonder Crystal. What do you wish to do? Gotta talk first. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring at the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly I could talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we all would keep each other company. There is just one problem there, however. We are all sick of one another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is a certain truth in this. We have been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than more close. But I had best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. So carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them forth to me. I shall see to it they learn some more. To test strategies. I'm guessing you don't get the experience for these practice ones either though. Scribe trial. Choose an eligible exile to brave one of Sandra's challenges and earn a unique reward if they prevail. Okay. Indeed, it looks as though one of those failures of yours is already ready for a lesson in pain. Okay, who's ready? Ruki. And only Ruki. Also, we need to see the bio for Tizo, don't we? Or did we see this already? I forget. No, we didn't, because Tizo was introduced after we set up the loadouts, I think? He's a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's Black Wagon. Imps are known for having superior appetites, but not for having much in the way of intellect. This particular imp defies all such common understanding and seems to be deeply connected to the Black Wagon of the Nightwings, and perhaps the rites themselves. You and he quickly formed an understanding. Okay, so what's the challenge? He asks Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ruki. What, the loudmouth cur? Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically, though I have a litany of reservations about him. But let us bring him forth. Soon, Ruki appears in heat of the summons. Chum, why are you looking at me like that? We making him fight? Or something? What's the nature of this challenge? Alright, what's the big idea, huh? This some kind of trick you're playing, chum? The apparition Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your mouth and listen well, Kerr. You answer to me here. What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rites. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's you and me then, huh, chum? Wherever you are. Can I not damage them? Guess I can do it like that. And I got stuck on the thing. Oh no. Okay. I think I can sneak around. There we go. That was close. Oh no. Welcome back, the random dragon. Big jump. Oop. At least I threw it in the right direction. Oh no. There's a few big ones here. Don't forget you can fling it, but the flinging doesn't do as much damage. That is how we do it, right, chum? It is, and you acknowledge likewise that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, Kerr. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. That Sandra kinda gives me the shakes, know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? Jomua's Fang, legendary talisman, ooh. After Ruki casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual. Gnashing his teeth and howling as with joy, the brazen Alpha Chief threw himself at danger. New thing. Let's give that to Ruki whenever we get the chance, right? Staring into space. I don't think there's any others we can do, is there? You're certainly persistent, reader. That's all. Come visit me again sometime when you need further practice. Yeah, I'll give that to Rumi later on. You find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in Flagging Hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost one hope for the next rite. No! That means they're going to take longer to respawn. A moment, reader. There are several courses we may take through Flagging Hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirits shall likely suffer more. 3 paths? Oh no. Cold Mode. The north route through Flagging Hands crosses a mass grave. The lone minstrel says you can get a valuable item if you take a job here. The middle route cuts straight to the pit of Malai. Hedwin suggests taking this faster route will reduce your companion's loss of hope. We can go through Fallowfield. The south route through Flagging Hands crosses diseased and wilted plains. The lone minstrel says you can improve a talisman if you take a job here. I think I can deal with slightly longer respawn times. Valuable item or upgraded talisman. I'm thinking valuable too. Because we've already upgraded talismans and we didn't get much from upgrading talismans, did we? Let's get something new. The north route through Flagging Hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There is little talk among your group, yet you sense despair encroaching. Only Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost one hope for the next rite. Well, we have to use Tizo in the next one then. Later you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of his task here. Speak not directly to the living shade and be true to your heart when responding to its inquiries, and make no attempt to look it in the eye. The lone minstrel offers these and other words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Cold Mode, where many exiles of the downside see their final days. Even a thorough burning failed to cleanse a certain haunted air here. A glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leaves you to your work. You turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom and the spirit. You recite such words as seem best fit to each of the fallen you see. It is draining work. The shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump, then fades away. A Nox shroom. 50 cash. Let me put it away. It's just for selling. By the time you reach the pit of Malai, everybody besides the imp Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. Even more lost hope? Oh no. That's 3 seconds more on everyone's respawn except for Tizo. We have a new page, we have some shops, we have someone to talk to. Can I save? yeah, that's where I'll be stopping for tonight. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I really hope that you enjoyed the stream. I'll stay tuned because I'll roll the credits and we'll look for somebody to raid. Anybody with 1,000 channel points can suggest who they'd like me to raid. Yeah, really hope you enjoyed it and hope to see everyone next time. Take care, everyone. Bye. Credits will be here in just a moment. If nobody does the redeem, I'll have a look who's online. Here's the credits. Thank you to Darth Harmit for the host. This looks who's online. Let's raid Typhon Plume. Take care, everyone. Bye.